to the effect that there has been an increase in gang presence in 5 counties: Nairobi, Nakuru, Mombasa, Kisumu, and Kiambu. So there has been a problem in the docket of security. And I know in Mombasa, the group that was called Musumbiji or something, Kipanga, has had a lot of action has been taken by the coast police in terms of containing them. Now, what about Kisumu? What about Nakuru? What about the other counties that have been mentioned by the chair of the National Cohesion? Has action been taken enough to say that we have contained? Maybe more needs to be done. Maybe more action needs to be taken in. And people, people need to understand this in the global perspective, in the nationwide perspective. It should be understood that crimes and criminal gangs cannot be part of a normal state operation. It cannot be that any state, and in this state of ours, cannot support, this government cannot support any criminal activity, because that is abdicating the duty of providing security. And because the National Cohesion has stated that 5 areas, 5 counties have particularly been mentioned, my own appeal is that the National Police, together with the security agencies, should look again into this, because I remember when Honorable Michuki was Minister for Interior, he took it upon himself to really deal with criminal gangs. And I know he did a good job. So my appeal is that the Honorable Murkomen also, having this information from the National Cohesion Commission chair, they should, and I know he has that information also from the security agencies, they should focus and get rid of anything that destabilizes the nation. I'm always against politicizing issues like this. National security is a big issue for all of us. It affects all of us. So for someone to lay claims that it is a government doing this, it is like saying it is the government that is giving us debt, it is the government that is giving us diseases. I think there are some things that we need to come up as a nation and say, we condemn this thing. If it is disease and the minister has given maybe public safety measures using the Public Safety Act, let us support him. If it is security, and the IG or the minister have given some directions, let us all support it.
Yet, Senator,
so
you mentioned something.
You
mentioned something about politics, and I
think it is wrong for us to politicize everything.
Yet the politicians have been blamed.
This country.
Politicians have been blamed of funding this resurgence. That there are some politicians who find necessity in having these gangs in operation. Do you agree with that? And we rarely get to see some of these politicians punished, even when they go after the young men.
So I wanted to say, the NCIC boss, the chair of NCIC, has said there are 5 counties now, and he discussed at length and gave names of those groups, okay? And he approached it in a very scientific way. What I wanted to ask, if there are politicians who are involved, and there are those accusations which are there, then we should lay evidence, because it is very serious to say that you are associated with this gang, Mungatana, you're associated with this gang, and then you don't lay any particular evidence to it. That means you're just playing politics, that you're just tarnishing my name. You are attempting to tarnish my name. So from where I sit, I think if you are saying leader X is involved in criminal activity, then let that leader X be dealt with as that leader X. But don't say it is the government that is doing it. It is the government that is sponsoring this. It is sponsoring means you putting money into the whole thing. Money trail. You need to be able to trace it. You need to be able to put down evidence. So I keep saying that when we have critical problems, instead of us throwing blame at each other, whether you are in leadership or you're in the opposition. The best thing is let us identify the issue and let us work together to solve those issues. So if the NCIC has said there is an increase in gang presence, let the minister do his bit. Let all of us who have information give to the police and to the minister so that those things are dealt with. Because there is nobody in his sane mind would want to support any gang activities. Because in this country, gangs never win elections. Gangs don't control government. So in the end, it is a zero-sum game. Why would you support a gang that would never give you the presidency or the governorship or whatever it is that you're fighting for? So I want to appeal, and I want to actually use this platform to appeal to Kenyans that if you have any information, any information that is linking any leader to activities like this that are illegal, then you should file a formal report. If you feel you cannot file, go to the Law Society, Kenya Human Rights Commission, or any other body that can protect you. Give that information and let them look at it and make sure that it is credible, and then file that information as a complaint so that the security agencies can take action. For me, we must deal with these whole problems, not just in Kiambu, in Nairobi, but in the entire country.
Yet there's been a general challenge, Bwana Pugisho, as far as the security of this nation is concerned. And I'm not saying just this time round. Over the years, even in Mount Elgon, at the time the SLDF and other groupings